Hey guys, this is Melissa with MomCivilLife.com, and today we are going to be planting onions. I also got lettuce I need to be planted, but we'll start this video off with onions. I have the Mittleider planting sheet right there. That's nice and laminated so it won't get dirty or wet or anything. And we're going to start off. I'm only going to be planting 15 feet of plants today, so I'm only going to do 15 linear feet, which is 15 ounces of pre-plant mix, and it's 7.5 ounces of weekly feed. So I'm going to lay that down and then we'll comb that in. Okay, so then at this part, since I don't have the watering hose hooked up, I'm actually going to use my piece of wood just to imagine where the watering line is going to be. So this is a 3-foot bed, but I treat it as two 18-inch beds. So I want the watering line to go down, if you imagine it, like divided in half. So this is basically what a set looks like. You could get them where they come in bulbs, but you could also get them where they're actually onion sets or pre-grown. And when you get them from the store, they say don't put them in water and don't put them in soil. Just sit there and kind of let them go and then plant them as soon as you can. So it finally turned 3 weeks before our last frost, so it is time to plant these in the ground. Okay, so I just got done planting all the sets except for one. See, I just wanted to show you guys what the set looks like. It just comes with roots and it's already pre-grown. It's okay if it's dried because it'll just, you know, once you start watering it, it'll start growing. Just according to the co-op that I buy these from, they say don't put them in water and don't put them in like dirt until you're ready to actually plant. That's when you put them in dirt. Okay, so according to the Mittleider Gardening Plan, I have the onions, the large bulb, and you could start them either from seed or from starts, which I'm doing start. They're very hardy. You start them 4 weeks before, and I'm running behind on my schedule because this year our last frost actually is going to be a lot sooner than I predicted earlier in the season. And I don't mean predicted, I mean like when I looked it up, it said our last frost was going to be late April, and now it's going to be early April. So our spacing is 4 inches for an 18-inch bed. So this bed is technically 3 feet, so I'm going to treat it as two 18-inch beds. I could do 4 rows of onions, large bulb onions. So I have 1, 2, 3, and then that will be my 4th row right there of green onions. And the stick here is just to symbolize to me, hey, my water pipe is going to be right here, so I don't plant directly under. You don't want to plant anything directly under your water pipe. So to me this is pretty good spacing here. I did alternate them just slightly. It didn't say anything about alternating on the gardening planning detail sheet, but I just want the bulbs to be as big as possible, and I don't know, maybe we're supposed to alter. It's my first year growing onions, so if you have any tips or anything, I would love to hear it. Just leave it in the comment section below. So I'm just going to zoom in so you guys could see the last one being buried. Okay, so the detail sheet says that I could plant it 1 deep, or oops, 1 inch deep. So I kind of just measured out with my little yardstick I have, you know. I already had it, so I didn't have to make it or like buy it or anything. So it just seems pretty easy to me. And that's it for burying an onion, and now it's just time to water these in really nicely, trying not to disturb them so much so they could actually continue to grow and root really well. A couple of these I don't think they're gonna survive, but who knows, like there's a couple small ones, but they're still green on the tip. Oops, some small ones there, so who knows.